Okay, this is day 2 of the trip, setting out. I did not record anything on day 1, so we'll see how this goes. Today's goal is to make it to Detroit, Michigan. Okay, it's the first stop on day 2 of the tour, somewhere in Kalamazoo. It is the 4th of July. I suspect underneath that tent they are probably selling fireworks, with which I assume may be legal around here. The car is showing little wear except for the dirt that's been on it for quite some time. And I managed to find here in Kalamazoo a Big B coffee, and there is a Grande Mint Mocha, which looks delicious, and I'm going to sip that and wake up as I drive on the next leg of the tour. See you in a bit. Hey there, here we are at one of the state of Michigan's lovely rest stops. It's got everything except for recycling. Some states have recycling and some states don't, and the state of Michigan does not. They have garbage cans, and that's about it. Well, we're here, we're getting back on the highway. I take my hand off of the camera for a moment to put the car into reverse, and I'm at a pause here in the process of my usual work as I travel, which is that I am done with the first phase of reciting my lines. I've recited my way all the way through my Shakespeare lines, and we'll begin reciting Molière in a few minutes, but I thought I'd take a moment to just kind of check in with my camera and my vlog. We're gonna see how it is to make a vlog maybe through the course of this trip, just to see if anybody is interested or cares. So this is the trip. I've been working the Shakespeare lines. I've got this whole trip is building towards a performance in about 2 weeks in Oregon at the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, which is about the best-known Shakespeare festival in the country, I think. I think it's 75 years old. I'm pretty sure it's the oldest in the country. And so I want to be as darn near perfect as I can for that one. So I'm looking at this opportunity of all the huge drive that's going to carry me from Montreal. Well, actually, it's carrying me from Minnesota yesterday to Montreal in a couple 3 days, and then back my way across Canada to drop down eventually into Oregon for the shows. And so, with all these days on my hands, I can actually kind of take my time and go back over the lines with a fine-tooth comb and find those words where I've been screwing up, where I've been, putting tis in place of it is, or will in place of shall, or that in place of which. Those little details that only the Shakespearean scholars actually care about. It's the sort of thing I want to be perfect on the lines, but I don't want to be so obsessive about them that I'm worrying more about whether I'm saying this or that in a given moment, because and all my focus goes to that, and I forget something much bigger and more important, and that becomes my focus rather than whatever's going on with my character. So now that I've got a little time that I can be able to actually drill it into my sensibilities over the course of the next couple of weeks, it should it should enable me to do it better. Also, I'm cutting a little bit. Given that the show in Oregon is only going to allow me about 40 minutes to perform, I don't want any of my mega epic monologues to overtake the performance in such a way that they drown out everything else. So, for instance, that includes especially Julius Caesar and Twelfth Night, both of which can be 7 to 8 minutes long. I'm not cutting substantively out of it, but I'm trying to lose maybe 20 seconds, maybe a minute, just so that, number one, in Julius Caesar, so that I can kind of push through towards the climax a little more readily, and in Twelfth Night, so that I'm not screaming and shouting and overacting too much too soon. which I think in both in Julius Caesar and in Twelfth Night, the speeches are, when performed, when produced fully, are broken up with other actors and other characters responding, either on stage or in the audience, as it were, with the crowd. Mark Antony is addressing the crowd in Julius Caesar, and they've got interruptions again and again and again. And while Malvolio in Twelfth Night is speaking, he's interrupted, or at least there's a bunch of asides from Sir Toby and Sir Andrew and Fabian, I think, who are all on stage at that time, who give counterpoint asides to what Malvolio is saying. So it's not, usually the burden is not entirely on Mark Antony or Malvolio to carry the speech from beginning to end. And I think if I try to push through from beginning to end, carrying the entire burden, or at least trying to make everything work, I will tax the audience's attention span. But anyway, those monologues usually work extremely well. I'm just trying to ratchet them up just a little more so that there's time enough to fit other monologues into the performance. Anyway, that's probably more than anybody wanted to know about my process, but there it is. And here I am in the car. Let me see what I can show if I pivot the camera around a little bit. I won't be able to see the lens, so I don't know if that's going to show me as I'm driving. Oh, probably not. There we are. Hello. And so this is me as I've spent the last 415,000 miles behind the wheel driving by myself with a car full of stuff behind me. Back there you can see the car behind me. Maybe you can, both my car and the car that's following me perhaps. And let me whip around this way kind of awkwardly, but see if I extend the view back this way. You can see that there's all kinds of stuff packed back there. You probably see the trunk for Molière the Now. You see the t-shirts I'll be selling. You may see some books over there and stuff that I'll be selling that I'll have available. My new book is out, as I've talked of before. Anyway, so this is me on day 2 of the trip, heading for Detroit. I'll be in Detroit in, just a couple of hours. And after that, pushing my way on into Canada, which I have not been in Canada since about the year 2006, I believe. So it will be, I will be taking advantage of that and visiting some old friends and hopefully chronicling it on this. So good to talk to you. Talk to you again soon. Okay, we are back on the final few blocks of the traveling for day number 2, and we are going to be pulling up in Isaac and Joe's driveway in just a minute here. Probably just catch Isaac poking his head out, hopefully. Joe probably values her privacy a little more than Isaac does, so we'll keep her off of the video. This is always hard to find coming from this direction, but it's just opposite Cass Street. And it looks like the intersection for Cass Street is coming up over there. Yep, there it is. So I know that it's over here that they live. Here we go. And we're pulling in. There they are. There's the house at least. And see who's arrived. I need 2 hands to turn the ignition off. Here we go. And no, nobody's coming out. Whoop. There he is. It's Isaac. Hey, Isaac. You're a strong man.
What's with the video camera?
I'm just doing a little blogging. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
All right, we'll turn it.